Today, I'm going through every Kendrick Lamar album and choosing the most underrated track from each. At the end, I'll be revealing who had the best take from last video, but let's get right into it.
Where are we going? Why are we slowing down?
I feel like a lot of songs on this are underrated, but for the most underrated song on here, I have to go with...
So if you ask what I'm doing, I'm trying to duck the influence of my city that's brewing.
The reason I went with Average Joe here is because I never hear any Kendrick fans mentioning this song. I was also thinking about choosing Ignorance is Bliss, which I think is the best song on the album, but it's much more known than Average Joe. This pick is one of Kendrick's most underrated songs ever, and I'm not joking. You're definitely a true Kendrick fan if you know.
Welcome to Vigilante 80, so don't you ask me, I'm hungry, my body's empty.
Section 80 has so much quality, and this song doesn't get talked about enough. It was between this, Keisha's song, and Tammy's song, but Keisha's song does get praised for its storytelling. I love the production on Tammy's song, but the rapping performance on Ronald Reagan era is crazy. It was so easy to pick the most underrated song on this album because it's between 3 songs. Those are Good Kid, Compton, and Shireen. Out of these, the most underrated song is...
Look inside these walls and you see him having withdrawals of a prisoner on his way.
The way he flows on this song is one of the best performances on the whole album, which is why I'd even say it's top 3. The 3 verses are all incredible, so I'd give it a 9.6 out of 10. Now let's go on to...
When I get signed, homie, I'm acting fool. Hit the dance floor, strobe lights in a room.
As you guys probably know, I love every song on this album and it's arguably the best of all time. I feel like one song in here doesn't get the love it deserves, so the most underrated song on TPAB is... An honorable mention goes to For Sale the Interlude, which I was really considering because it's almost 5 minutes of just floating. The production is just so good on that song, but Mama has an amazing jazz vibe, and I love how he tells the story of going back to South Africa and feeling at home. Now I got a pick from one of my favorite Kendrick albums, which is...
Cornrow Kenny, he was born with a vision all morning with the mixed dashboard, triple digit.
This entire album is underrated and I love it so much. If you asked me to choose last year, my answer would have been different, but now I went with...
Make it withdraw, hit the bank it withdraw, put myself in the rocket ship and I shot for the stars.
Last year I would have gone with Untitled 05, but now it gets a lot of praise because of TikTok and people just realizing how good it is. However, no one gives Untitled 03 enough respect though, because the concept is genius. Each verse being a person of a different ethnicity giving Kendrick advice, and the way it builds is all beautiful. In my opinion, Damn is Kendrick's coolest album concept. The way it tells 2 different narratives because you can play it back to front is genius, showing he deserved that Pulitzer Prize. The most underrated song on this one has to be...
Feeling of an apocalypse happening, but nothing is awkward. The feeling won't prosper.
I think people are finally starting to see the light with this song. Songs like this is why people think Kendrick's a modern day Shakespeare, because the way it builds up and then climaxes with him shouting is amazing.
Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo.
This is Kendrick's most ambitious album and it's his longest. For this album, it was between Mirror, Purple Heart, and Mr. Morale. But for the most underrated song on this album, of course you know it's...
Your father just detox my calling is right on time.
Honestly, I don't get how this doesn't have over 100 million streams yet, because the beat and the way Kendrick flows on this song is ridiculous. I'd give this a 9.1 out of 10. It's an amazing song.
Woke up looking for the broccoli, high key, keep a horn on me, that could my seat.
GNX was the easiest album to pick the most underrated from because there's one song that gets overshadowed by the others, and that song is... Nah, I'm playing. The actual most underrated song is... The concept and writing of this song are incredible and reminds me of songs like Homecoming by Kanye or I Used to Love Her by Common. When SZA's vocals come in, it's just heavenly, making it such a beautiful closer. So I would give Gloria a 9 out of 10. That's all of Kendrick's albums, so now it's time to find out how I picked the worst song on every Kanye album. Best take from last vid goes to DJ The GOAT, who had a great list of worst Kanye songs on each album. Drop any of your opinions on Kendrick if you want to be in the next one.